Hey guys, we're still playing.
You're
or
still
not.
playing.
Who knows?
I'm sitting here with my priapism permanently cured.
Do you get to sword some people at this point? Oh,
I don't know if that
you.
guy was even one of us.
That's probably who you're gonna have to fight at the end of the stage.
More than likely.
This would be some good reality TV. I walked into the living room a minute ago, and I swear to God, it was like Big Brother or something, but someone was running around in a big cereal box costume, and it was labeled something bizarre, like Cummies or whatever. and I said, whoa, yet again, this is exactly the kind of shit that happens on Mom, Can I Have Another Dollar? Why are we not successful in making money?
Because was it a woman wearing that?
I don't remember.
And
it didn't literally say Cummies, Kyle. Obviously, I fucking misremembered it, but I can't remember what it actually said.
Oh, I meant
something equally gross sounding and stupid, though.
Like
a commercial for
a
commercial for Cummies or whatever it was. At least is slightly more forgivable than what I thought you were getting at when you said this should be reality TV, because at the moment we were just watching like South American Contra dudes getting machine gunned in the dark.
Oh, so you're imagining you thought I meant like George Ramsey going around and criticizing some drug lord's cartel headquarters?
No,
Gordon Ramsay?
I legitimately thought that you were alluding to, well, not genuinely. I know that you're rarely ever serious about anything, but the idea of making a reality show out of basically body cam footage from SWAT dudes or whoever goes out and shoots down Colombian drug lords.
That's
wearing
almost just
cereal
cops.
box costumes that say Cummies.
I would like, okay, so Gordon Ramsay in a Cummies cereal box walking around being like, "Are you kidding me with this drug freezer? It's fucking filthy."
You got fucking mold all over your drugs.
He's
your
like
cocaine.
rolling up on Escobar or whatever, and he's like pointing at his chest and stuff. He's like, "You know what the problem is? You've stopped caring." I have not stopped caring. Who the fuck do you think you are? And then it cuts to like the sit down. Yeah, he's like in front of the camera. He's like, who the fuck does he think he is? Criticizing my business. You called me.
I can't fucking believe this. This whole rack of lamb is half stuffed full of cocaine.
You put heroin
all of your
inside
ingredients
of the fucking
tainted
soup.
with cocaine.
I don't believe this. You put the cocaine in just one condom before shoving it up your mule's ass. Everyone double condoms it. You think I want to snort cocaine that's been in someone's rectum?
Double bag it, you cheap fuck.
You used 2 condoms. I don't believe this. You're putting it in a lubricated condom. It's like it's amateur hour. And it's like the drug lord sitting there with like a big medallion and stuff, and he's like, I don't know why he has to. He's not wrong, but it's just he's so rude about it.
Does he have,
His criticism is so harsh.
Yelling. He's just always yelling.
He's always yelling. Man, he's so
and
rude.
For TV, they have to punch it up a little bit more, so they put some of the cocaine in like a flavored condom, and they have to make a whole bit out of that. Like,
so no, he's bitching about that, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh my god, okay, everyone come into the freezer right now!" And then he comes in the freezer, and he's like, "Why is there a fucking rotting corpse right next to the stash, huh? Why is there a fucking rotting corpse right next to the stash?"
It's like
that's cross-contamination, not just your food, right next to the drugs.
Like the mule like staggers and then suddenly farts, and like the shitty condoms come pouring out of his ass, and Gordon Ramsay just without missing a beat walks up and handles them with his bare hands. He's like, "Look at that! Look at that! They're all mucusy. Oh, that's disgusting. I want to throw up." And, look at this. One condom.
And he's upset because like because they would otherwise just like cut it open right there with a knife. It's like, that's contamination. You can't remove the outer layer. This has been straight up a man's ass. Tell me, would you put this up your nose? I wouldn't.
Our drugs are good. Our drugs are good. You think your drugs are good? Tell me, would you snort that cocaine straight out of his asshole? Our drugs are good.
There's no barrier between the condom and your drugs.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your cocaine?
Your drugs are literally shit.
It's 10. 10? You're saying it's 10? I say it's shit. It's literally shit. I don't know what gives
Look, you've also gotten your fucking ass completely coked out of its mind because it burst inside of it.
I don't know what gives him the
Yeah,
right
they're
to say
having
that
a
to me.
screaming match in front of the cameras while a man is dying of an overdose just 10 feet away.
Yeah, he's like foaming at the mouth and twitching. They zoom it, they snap
Also-
zoom on his face and do that whoong sound effect.
Get your shit together. Get out of my fucking kitchen.
That's the one
You
clip
think nobody's
that,
gonna?
like,
Yeah, you think nobody's gonna come looking for him? And yeah, they like zoom in on the drug lord's face, and he realizes like, you know, this is how the trail starts, looking for dead bodies and such.
Then it's like the second half of the
He has
episode
to,
when
he has
does
to
the
break down.
he does the
he has to break down the
makeover.
logistics of proper like drug farm management.
I want you to see what we've done with your mule farm. And then like they walk in, it's like everyone walks into it. It's like the camera shot shows them all coming through the door and like putting their hands over them, like, and it's like there's a bunch of like brand new spiffy enemas, and it's like we have a rotating system of replaceable enemas where you can pre-grease the mule's arsehole, and the condoms double bagged and they slip right in, and like.
He's got like a machined system, so it automatically like packages them in 2 layers, and
Yeah, like the drug lord's mistress like does one of the confidential things. He's like, I'm like, oh my god, it's so clean. It's like this is gonna change everything.
Now that we've redesigned your entire kitchen, we're going to do a little taste testing game. All right. So everyone, I want you to tell me. I want you to taste this drug, and I want you to tell me what's missing. We're gonna test that meth. All right.
Cuts back to like the cutting room, and he's like, now not a word. You didn't have anything to do with this. I did. And then like he's like, oh, that's the best cut of heroin I've ever injected. It's like, well, I have news for you. I didn't touch that heroin. It was all you guys back there in the kitchen. And it's like it cuts it's like a close up
they have
of
like
them.
an emotional like
Yeah.
they're starting to tear up.
It's like a little close up of them like kind of suppressing a smile, like nodding when he says it's the best heroin he's ever had.
It's all your heroin.
It's all
Yeah,
these
they're
guys.
talking about how
them right
Gordon's
here.
a lifesaver. Also,
Fuck
one thing
me.
that happens almost every fucking time on those shows is he tells them about how they have like a million fucking things on their menu and they don't do any of them well. So he's
Yeah.
like, so he has them cut down on all the various drugs that they sell.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to do cocaine and ecstasy at the same time.
Look, you're
like,
trying to make
what sense does
meth.
that make?
Why are you trying
Yeah,
to do?
you had ecstasy, meth, crocodile.
You think
You've got
you-
everything under the sun here, and none of it's any good. I've simplified your menu.
You think some
And now-
entrepreneur in Silicon Valley is going to do real coke and then he wants to do E? You think it's selling the same table? What sense
And now
does it
your
make?
customers are going to be much happier that you're doing the fewer things better instead of the many things poorly. Well, I mean, they won't be happy. They're still addicted to drugs. But you know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, you know, it's like, oh, Gordon, he's the lifesaver. He's our
There's
business
some,
is booming.
It is a shame that
There's
this
some
whole conversation is on
uplifting
an
stock
episode
music.
3.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you could have stopped at "It's a shame."
It's a shame we're having this conversation.
Yeah, that little we should sample that and just splice it into every single episode we ever record from here on out.
Fucking
That
Christ.
that goes into the new intro music.
It'll
Just
get
plays
more
the little
mileage.
ditty, and then it's a shame.
It'll get more mileage than the fart.
No, the fart will never.
But what? No, it'll never be dethroned. But also, what stupid, indecipherable name are you going to give the sound file? That's the real question.
We did just make a new one, but Kyle named it, not me.
Yeah, rice scream.
Oh, good. Yeah, all right, it makes sense. I think you spelled it wrong
Well-
though, so we'll never find it.
How many times the word "scream" shows up in our sound bank?
Well,
Innumerable amounts.
most of them are just unpleasant noise or whatever. The words
Yeah,
scream and
unforgivable sound
unpleasant,
9.
unforgivable. That's it. Well, you know, a lot of uns, a lot of unprefixes.
Yeah. That fits. Unforgivable, unreasonable.
Unprecedented, unmarketable,
Unusable,
unconsumable.
unpresentable.
Next time on Drug Lair
Drug's
Nightmare.
Kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hell's Drug Kitchen.
Hell's Drug Hole, Drug Factory. It's just quick like flash to white, and it's like a spliced in shot of Gordon ripping something out of a guy's ass. I was like, look at that. A bunch of shocked reactions. Then that one sound music that like every reality show uses. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's like a quick cut of a scene where Gordon is like chewing out what would essentially be like the head chef if this were an actual kitchen.
Yeah.
And then draws a gun like he's going to execute him.
So you
have to tune in to see if he actually does it.
You're getting too close, man, too close, and they all pull guns. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna shoot me? Is that it? Oh, you're gonna just solve your problems at the end of a gun barrel? Oh yeah, that'll make your jokes better. Go ahead and shoot me, 300 fucking
you
times.
Keep shooting all your employees, you won't have any left, you mad cunt.
You know how hard it is to find new drug mules in this economy? Half of them have COVID." I wonder if COVID has affected the drug economy at all.
I imagine not.
I had the same thought. Like, are people going to be more choosy about who they buy drugs from based on how well they take care of their, like, basically hygiene, I guess, their protective measures?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's one thing if they shoved it up his ass, but was he wearing a mask when he did it?
I mean, sure, he just sort of bags all this stuff in Ziploc by hand, but was he wearing gloves?
The last few shots in this game have looked exactly like the promo for our new Hell's Drug Kitchen.
Kinda, yeah.
It's like Gordon's the one running over to the little briefcase and opening it up and showing a ticking time bomb. This whole fucking business is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. Doing a backflip over a guy swinging a sword at him.
Just died, this would have
Is he talking to us?
First time I've heard that.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say.
I don't know.
Another thesis of our program.
I don't know if we're almost done.
We're almost done. All right.
No idea.
We've been in a perpetual state of almost done for the past 5 years.
All right. Well, join us on the next episode of Time, guys. Bye.
Yeah!